I'm so glad I don't edit this out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the second review from Whiskyloo. If you're going to be doing your maths, this is the October review and we're now in December, which means that I'm a few months behind. And the whole reason why I'm doing these reviews is because I've just had a new baby and we're not going out as much. I had no idea how much time that baby would take up. So anyways, we're back. It's end of December now. It's nearly Christmas time and I've got a really good Christmas whiskey right here, which I'm going to be doing a review on anyway. But today I'm actually looking forward to one in particular here. It's a brand that I've only just kind of come across in the last 6 months or so, and the 10-year-old was amazing. There's a 17-year-old one here. So again, you saw the last video, you saw how bad I am at pronouncing a lot of these ones. I'm going to get them wrong. I apologize. Let me see what I can do. So again, Whiskyloo is a subscription thing. It's a monthly subscription that we get. It's like $59 delivered to your door, and you get 3 different whiskies, as you can see here. There's 2.4 standard drinks in that, 2.3 and 2.2. So you're getting 2, 4, 6, 7 drinks for $60. We were just at a Christmas party and I've just found out that one of the drinks was $60 for one of the guys out there. So you can have 7 compared to 1. The greatest thing about this is something like the Bladnoch 17-year-old, which is right here. And the one I'm looking forward to the most is a couple of $100, I think, for just a bottle. Now, if you don't like it, you've spent a heap of money on a bottle that you don't want to drink, which I have one right here. And I'll do a review on that one later on. I need some painkillers afterwards. Anyways, let's get into it. So the first one, I believe these guys were the same company as we had last time, but this is a very different one. The Arran Distillery Arran Cask finish, which is this one here. It is a 50% alcohol, so it's quite up there. Finished in Sauternes dessert wine casks. So one of the things that they've got here is that every month, what I'm finding out is there's a different kind of a theme with them. So there's a cereal box one. This one is when whiskey meets wine. So this is obviously wine barrel finishes throughout. So again, I'll put all the information on it because I'm not going to sit here for 10 minutes and talk about that. I'm not going to read what the noses are and what the taste is or anything like that. I'm going to see if I can try and figure that out myself again. I won't, more than likely, but we'll see how we go. Alright, so just put a little bit in there. Okay. There's a bit more sweetness, I guess, more so. Actually, yeah. Alright. I got more of a port hit, I guess, from that one. So I'll have to double check. Well, dessert, 20 ports, which is probably what that one's going to be. There we go, that makes sense. See, I shouldn't read these, but I should read these in advance because then I'd probably know what to expect and the review would probably be a bit better. But anyway, as you know, what I said last time, if I like something, I like something. If I don't like something, I don't like something. It's as simple as that. So we'll give this one another go. Whoa! So it does have, well, it is a 50%. It does have a very strong hit when you are drinking that. You can hear it in my voice right in the back there. It's quite a nice one. Let's have it with a little bit of water. A couple of drops in that. So that there, vote for that one with water. Definitely vote for that one with water. Takes that real bitiness out of it, gives it a bit more, oh, dare I say it, smoothie, creamy kind of feel to it. And it's got quite a nice finish on it. So yeah, so that one's actually a winner. I probably wouldn't have it as an everyday drinking one. It probably would be, let's have a quick look. Now I'll have a read through it. So yeah, it is in the wine casks from France, enjoyed with a little water. It is charming, complex, single malt. There we go. So I was right of what I've done. A honey sweetness comes first, followed by a very citrus aroma with apricots and pears and just a gentle hint of sea salt. So I got none of that, but I got the sweetness. Taste sweet and spicy with honey before a sharp, slightly bitter flavour. There we go. Mint and toasted oak. I definitely had no mint in there. With water, lemon zest and orange marmalade emerge while the spices softened slightly. There we go. So medium length, this is where the Sauternes really emerges and leaves you wanting more. I'm going to Google that and find out what the hell that is.
How do you pronounce the name of this famous sweet wine, French wine from the Bordeaux region of France, made from grapes affected by a fungus that is called botrytis, the wines of Sauternes? Sauternes.
All right, so this is the one I'm looking forward to the most, the Bladnoch. Now, this is owned by an Australian guy, and I may get this wrong, hopefully I don't. The information I've been given, he is the only Australian or non-Scottish person to own a Scottish distillery. He's an ex-surfer, and he's actually started making another one called Pure Scott, which I think is competing against kind of like the Johnny Blacks. We were out last night and we had a cocktail at the Gresham, and it seemed to be, it was very nice, and I think I would actually be able to replace Johnny Black with that if I'm going to have it in a cocktail kind of sense. So let's get into the Bladnoch. I kind of feel like I want to leave this to the end. No, I'm gonna go into it. Okay. Oh, is there a vanilla? Again, sweetness. I think that's probably the only time I've ever been able to smell vanilla. I go to these whiskey tasting nights and I'm like, oh, and you can smell the vanilla and you can smell the orange, and I'm like, no, you can smell the fucking alcohol. That's like the only time I think I can actually smell a vanilla sense to it. So. Oh man. Okay, so the Bladnoch 10-year-old, which I do not have a bottle of at the moment because I drank it way too quickly, was a very smooth, very clean whiskey. This is the 17-year-old. And that is fucking delicious. I don't think there's any other way to say that. I don't even know if I want to put any water in that, but I will, because that's the whole point of experimenting with this. So put a couple of drops in and see what it does. Okay, so maybe it's not an oily, looks to be very oily on the glass. Didn't seem to actually change the flavour too much with it. So let's have a look through this one. Here we go, yeah. So as recently as 2014, the 200-year-old Bladnoch Distillery in the Lowlands of Scotland was closed after its owners went into administration. 5 years later, with a new Australian owner, businessman David Pryor, it is not only up and running but thriving. The 17-year-old single malt is the latest addition to their range. Nose rich and complex with toffee and vanilla. Yay! I got one! You don't know how proud I am of that one. Mingling with dried fruits, plums, dark berries, and the merest hint of oaky spice. Now, again, I probably got the oaky spice. I definitely got the vanilla. Didn't get the toffee, didn't get anything else. Anyways, taste. Smooth but spicy with the oak coming more to the fore with hints of cinnamon. You're probably right, I probably did get a bit of cinnamon on it. There is plenty of fruit in there too, prunes and cherries, which combine with the spice to give a marmalade sharpness on the tongue. I definitely did not get that. I definitely didn't get that. It was very, very, very smooth for me. The finish, busy but not too long. The spiciness softens while the fruit lingers. I don't know. Well, I guess I agree with it because these are the professionals. The vanilla, as I said, was good. It was very smooth. It was definitely a winner. I wouldn't mix anything with that. I would actually just put that by itself. But that is definitely the winner so far out of all of Whiksyloot. So we've got another one. Hopefully, we can get a bit of a. So here we go with this one. See if this one's any better. I don't think so. That's a 17-year-old. That's very smooth. That's very clean. That's exactly how I like my whiskey. I'm not a peaty person, as I mentioned last time. This one is a no age statement. So I'm assuming that is it's not a single malt, it's a mixed. Finished in Italian and French red wine casks. 46.3, so it's up there. The Bladnoch was 46.7. Okay, there we go. All right, well, let's give this one a try. The best thing about this after camera is that I can finish these. Okay. I can't put my finger on what I can smell there. There's definitely no vanilla. I don't know. So that's back to what I normally can't. This is me normally. I normally can't smell those flavours in it. So by having a few of these different ones, I've been able to smell a couple of things. This one is back to most of my whiskies where I generally just can't tell what is in there. Okay. Oh yeah. Now that is nearly on par to that one there on the smoothness. The flavours are nice. It's not a harsh whiskey at all. You don't get that tinge like I do. I have no idea if I'm a freak. I'm the only person that gets that. When you get like a really alcoholic one, like Yamazaki 12, first drink, boom, smashes me through here. It's actually a very enjoyable drop. So let's get some water in that one. I'm so glad I don't edit this out. Two things happened there. One, there is some, that opens up the spices. That water on that one there opens up the spices. The other thing too, probably took a little bit too much and it went down the wrong way. Has a bit of a burning sensation now. Ooh! Yep, you can tell I'm a professional whiskey reviewer. Not. All right, let's give that another shot. All right, went down the right way this time. Ooh, talking about how it didn't have that massive hit before, it actually does now. That's, yeah, okay. So I would prefer this one without water. So that's definitely no water. Keep it as it is. This one, keep it as it is. Where'd that one go? There we go. Yeah, that was a interesting one. So let's have a quick look at that one. So I can't pronounce this. Bunnahabhain Distillery in Arran Gregan. It's in the Isle of Scotland anyway. Pronounces, here we go. Pronounces Arran
Bunnahabhain.
Is a Scottish Gaelic term meaning morning sky. The single malt isn't dominated. Okay, so it is a single malt. It just doesn't give it a age statement. Isn't dominated by peat smoke as so many Islets are. Instead, we have a spicy but fruity single malt which has been matured in a French and Italian wine cask. Now, I reckon the smell that I could have from that before was the French wine cask. So it's going to be like a white wine kind of. Yeah, that probably actually makes sense, that smell. Originally launched exclusively for travel market, it has picked up a cult following among jet-setting whiskies and nose. Intense and sweet with a nutty and spicy aroma that is almost bitter. No. Anyways, Taste fruity and thick with apricots and rich dark berries mixing with warm spices, pepper and toasted nuts, and definitely hints of sea salt. Now, I didn't get the sea salt, but I definitely got the pepper, as you kind of saw. Finish, smooth, gently smoky and long. Now, I would agree that that is definitely a smooth whiskey at the end of the day. So, without looking at the actual prices of these, the clear winner for me is still the Bladnoch. And I think maybe that might be a little bit biased because I've got a bit of love for the Bladnoch at the moment. But if I didn't know anything about that, then this one here would be actually probably the winner. And if this is a no age statement, again, you'll have the prices come up in a moment. This is probably a cheaper whiskey, and I'd be happy going that option at the end of the day. This is obviously, you know, your statement whiskey. You want to make a statement, you want to bring a gift to somebody, or, you know, you want to buy something for yourself and have a collection, then that's it. Kind of what we're starting on here. Then that's it. This one here, I can leave. I like it, it's okay, but I probably wouldn't go into trying to find a bottle for that one there. So, I'm pretty happy with this month's selection. That's pretty good. All right, well, I'm going to do a couple more videos before the end of the year, trying to cram them in, but I've got to catch up. I've got November and December. I picked up my December Whiksyloot one today, so I need to get these done. And I just want to thank everybody that watched it. I think we're up to like 600 views on my first ever video on whiskey, which is huge. There was a couple of subscribers on there. Again, thank you. There was a gentleman who commented and we had a good conversation. Thank you. You know, I'm doing these videos because the more people I talk to, I am a very amateur whiskey enthusiast and someone that enjoys it. And I'm learning from some very expert people in the field, and I've got really good contacts in that sense. But I've also got a lot of friends of mine that are way behind my knowledge on whiskey as well. So that's the reason why I'm doing this. I'm definitely no professional whiskey drinker. I'm a professional whiskey drinker, but probably not a professional whiskey taster or review person. I just want to keep it real, so if you've got any questions, let me know. If you've got any whiskies that you want me to try, let me know. There is a ton of whiskies we're going to get through. I want to try and get a video out each week, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.